Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Sheets, and I'm going to be going over the baseball slate, and we're going to go straight from projections right to the build, and then hopefully be out of here by 6:30 so that I can put the Stake King stuff up. Let's first get a quick check of the weather, and Yankees was postponed, and a couple of yellows. Atlanta, Colorado, Houston, Boston, LA, Washington. You never know. The other thing I wanted to mention before I get in here is that SaberSim apparently did an update to its ROI calculation. I have to look into that. Actually. I really haven't gotten into the weeds yet, but I'm going to take a look at it. So let's share my screen, and first we'll do the same thing that we did earlier today, except with updated information. Okay. First thing we're going to do is take a look at the where are the teams? It's just again not that. Crap. What I was gonna say is I want to look at the breakdown of the slate. So there's like a couple of slots for late swapping. And they're kind of thin windows, so we have to know what they are. Again, where do we find the teams? Here? Yeah, okay. So you have 3 7 o'clockers. We don't have the Cincinnati Milwaukee lined up yet. That's interesting. Then we have 3 8 o'clockers, and then this 8:40 game. It's kind of an island, but because it's the Colorado game and it's going to garner a bunch of ownership, it's probably a good idea to do a late swap right before that, and then these. So if you're going to play it well tonight, you're going to late swap all this stuff. Pittsburgh, LA, no lineups yet. Detroit Giants, no lineups yet. All right, let's take a look first at the sheets here. As a matter of fact, while that is going, I'm gonna be very efficient. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do as we take a look at the sheets, I'm actually going to build the 5,000 lineups so that we are all ready to go once we get through this. Okay, so let's see. This is not going to mean anything to you yet, but I just want to get this thing going while this is happening. So 515, we'll build 150 lineups. We'll build it in 150 max mode, and we will just go. And then we'll do the same thing with FanDuel. And we'll get back to the actual plays in a second. Let me just get this going right away. Okay, so we'll put this up, and then once this is going, we'll get back to the actual plays, and then we'll kind of get moving. And there's COVID Boy coming in there right now. You cannot, last I heard, you cannot catch it over Zoom. So should be okay with that. Let's get into Sims, and then we'll hit the build lineups there. Let me just make sure this is building right because it was screwing up a little bit earlier. Let me just make sure. So this is analyze the simulation. This one is actually in okay, so this is rolling. So let's pull up the actual sheet. So not much of a change as far as I'm looking at it. You have Flaherty up at the top. They did crunch. They did get a little closer, these two, Robbie Ray and Savale, and Berrios moved up a little bit. So for me, it's still going to look like, Flaherty at the top, and then your pick of these. It was curious to me that Flaherty all of a sudden is now a 10-5 pitcher at 40% ownership. I remember it like yesterday, like 7,800 and couldn't get the ball over the plate. But I guess he's sneaky Dodger pitching coaches, I suppose.
No, he was great with Detroit even this year.
Was he?
Okay. Yeah, he's had a great year.
Okay. So Robbie Ray, again, the normal cautions with Robbie Ray, 30% own Robbie Ray, sure. But Flaherty and Ray, Flaherty and Savali, and then if you wanted to get different, well, maybe Ray Savali, maybe. And then this Berrios play kind of next. And I don't really think I want to play anybody else. I was thinking about playing some bow wows down here like Martin Perez or Ryan Nelson or any of this stuff. But if I get to it, I get to it. But I don't think any of that is necessarily a priority. As I go over to the stacks, do you have anything particularly relevant you wanted to say?
Yeah, I think that it's worth speculating, and that's partly why I wanted to jump in today, because I threw in one lineup because it's been a rough go. But I really like so the speculation makes sense, right? That they're sort of shutting down Crochet in a year that's lost for them. But if there was a game you're going to let him actually throw a normal number of pitches, it would be against the Cubs in like a rivalry series game. So my thinking is that Crochet has like upside. I'm not saying it's a guarantee or anything, but to throw a lot, like he's projected to throw 80 pitches. What if they let him go throw 100 if he's rolling? You know,
my counter to that, I'm not
Yeah.
counter is I think this is first game new manager for the White Sox.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's like rock the boat city. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Well,
maybe, but at the same time, I think that they take that stuff seriously. You know, those groups. So I'm only playing a couple lineups. I'm only playing Crochet and.
Oh, you are going to play Crochet? Oh, well, you're speculating. There you go.
Yeah, and I don't think it's that bad of a play necessarily at 80 pitches. The problem more is the weather and the wind's blowing out like crazy there, which is also why I like the White Sox as a stack, which we can talk about. But
I didn't build the. God damn, I didn't build the. What happened to my DraftKings build? I suck. Was this from now? Let me just make sure. I think so. 4-3. Let me see the FanDuel. So FanDuel is building, but for whatever reason, DraftKings did not. So I guess I could start with the FanDuel. So again, what I'm playing on FanDuel is I'm playing the usual stuff. I'm playing the Rally. I'm playing the Monster. I'm not playing the Grand Slam. So we're just going to just do the same process as we did before. And as we're doing this, we're watching the DraftKings one start also. I'm trying to finish this by 6:30 so that I could put I can get the staking stuff going, and then Mrs. Cheats is making dinner, a whole thing. So let's save this again. This is the same process as always. To FanDuel, and what we're doing now, just so you guys know, is we are uploading to SaberSim. Wait, so is this just now? I don't know what. See, I'm now confused. See, I got way too confused. I did too many things at the same time. Okay, so here's FanDuel. So we'll upload the FanDuel things here. And what we're doing is we're uploading the existing lineup so that I can access the contest sims and mess around with them. So let's do this. We will add all contest sims, create all contest sims, and then we'll take a look and see what these settings are. I presume that. Hold on, let's just get in here. I presume that the Rally is going to be set to low stakes MME, which it's good. The Upper Decker single entry, high stakes SE, which is good. Squeeze is just the flagship MME, which is good. The Monster, I presume they're making a high stakes 20 max, but I like to make this one high stakes MME for some reason. So we'll do that, and then we'll run those sims as we're waiting. DraftKings. I wish they would have put a timestamp on this, but they didn't for some reason. But this is loading. Okay, that's fine. Same thing here. We actually have the contest saves already, so we can just go ahead and run these from before. We already saved this stuff, like flagship MME, but we're gonna double check it. Ball 4 high stakes 20 max, Power Alley mid stakes 20 max. And for those here watching this for the first time, what we're doing is setting the fields to compare our lineups to. And I'm using the SaberSim default ones. For baseball, I talked about this earlier, I have not found anything better. I mean, like for other sports, I could do like customized stuff, but for me, I have not been able to code or anything like that to find anything better than this. So I just go with with that. Now it is also a big slate. So what I'm going to do, and again, this is not for everybody, I am going to make no changes except two things. One, I'm going to only get myself like normal, I guess, stacks, best way I can describe it. And then I'm also going to do min uniques, make sure that I'm diversified. So the first thing I'll do, I'll go to FanDuel first. Remember, FanDuel, I don't want to play anything that doesn't a 4-3 or a 4-4. So I'm going to X out all of those. And then we're going to go into min uniques here. But before I do that, here's a little trick that the SaberSim guys introduced to me in their lineup review of me, which I think is worth doing. Is you set this aggregate metric in over here, which it calculates the average projected score of like your whole 150 here. So you see the average projection of 120, and you could use that as kind of like a guideline for when to stop with the min uniques, like when it's really affecting you a lot. So like here, I go to from min uniques 1 to min uniques 2, and the average doesn't really move. And when you go to min uniques 2 to min uniques 3, again, it really doesn't move that much. So we can continue to do that. And then here it went down like half a point, which is not that big of a deal. But I think the next one, it usually, it goes down almost a full point. So I'm using that as my made up arbitrary number. And I'll go min uniques 4. And that's what I'm going to put in the rally. And it's also what I'm going to put in the squeeze. Wait, that needs to be duplicated. Why does it need to be duplicated? Right. So let's first put it in here. Here's 150. And then we will go, I only need 50 lineups in the rally. I mean, in the squeeze, that's all I'm playing there. I don't want to play 150 of that. And then I'll do the same thing. I'll put that in the single entry, upper decker. And again, don't try this at home, but I have literally stopped looking at who I have until like the slate unlocks. It's worked for me. I don't know what else to say. And that's just what I'm just kind of up to until it comes back to bite me in some way. Mm-hmm. I found that my biases and my knowledge of ball is much worse than my ability to just freaking grind these settings and figure out how to do that. So that is
whatever works.
It is.
Yeah. No, I think that's cool. And for what it's worth, a lot of people are writing just how much they love the process build video from earlier. And
that's good
stuff you've been doing lately.
And you know what? I want to get back to doing the same thing and stealing what SaberSim stole from us, right? Is I want to do process videos myself of all for you guys, where you submit your builds and I kind of critique them and go over them just like they did for me. Because that was my idea like a long time ago. We just kind of got away from that. So we'll put like a little thing. We'll do like a sub channel where people want us to review their builds or whatever.
We were thinking about talking about maybe doing a weekly taking turns thing between people.
Yeah.
Like Brandon did one that people really liked. I've done these for, with hundreds of people, coaching sessions and stuff like that. And then your process stuff with people's things would be great. I think we could just make it part of the regular stuff too.
Yep. All right. So let's run these sims. And we're doing the same thing with DraftKings. Now it's interesting. I want to see like who was not in that I thought was going to. Oh, all these guys are not in. Oh, we got to see who I'm missing here. It's weird. What does the Atlanta lineup look like? Oh, there's no Duval among other guys. That's weird. Like my early projections don't even remotely look like they must have had a lot of lineup changes today. And you warned me.
Yeah.
You warned me that that was going to happen. I'm glad I ran this stuff again. And by the way, a big thing just happened. You guys are watching this was the first time I ran Abdullah's automated projection thing. It totally ran for me in baseball.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So let's we've only waited 3 years to be able to do something like that. Let's see. So let's rally cap. That is the why is the rally cap here? Oh, the rally cap. Okay, so we'll put that in here. I was supposed to start. Because that's the right. That's the knuckleball, whatever. Oh, before I do that, I forgot to do the min unique. Same thing. So let's go to again this little calculator here. Aggregate metrics, average score, projected score. So it's 96.36, whatever. So again, we'll just keep on going more min uniques until it bumps down, like I guess more than a half a point. I'm just again making it up, 96.0, and then this one is probably going to bury me a little bit. Not really, actually. So for a full 150, I could get pretty diverse today, and not. Oh, that's it. So we'll go back to min uniques 5, and then we'll go into stack exposure to make sure I don't have anything. And I do have some of these like 3-2-2, 4s, 3-3, 4-2-2, 4-4, 3-3-2. We're going to keep the 4-4s, just because I've once won like a lot with a 4-4, so that's good enough for me. 3-2, 3-2, and then we will go ahead and save these into the knuckleball. That I keep calling it the knuckleball. It's not the knuckleball. Today it's the rally cap. It's the rally cap.
Well, they change. Yeah, it's weird. I like when they're the same name, and at least everybody knows what they are.
Right.
Yeah.
And then we're just gonna keep on doing this and going through. Now again, I'm peeking a little bit. The team I liked, by the way, is kind of like my pivot, was the Astros. I don't know exactly how low owned they're gonna be.
I'm with you on the Astros. I do think they're going to be low owned enough,
Okay, good.
I like the Boston on the other side too.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not playing any. I only played a couple lineups, but I'm not playing anybody from Coors at all.
Oh, good. There you go.
So, yeah.
Yeah, screw that.
For what it's worth, look, it's always good hitting because it's Coors, but it is different when it's like 90 and the wind's blowing out. When like today it's 65 and the wind's blowing in a little bit. Like, the wind's sort of blowing across, but it's not much wind. 66, yeah. I think it's a better day to maybe just hope that your other stacks can outscore them, because I do think you've got a great hitting spot in Boston where the wind's blowing out at almost 20 miles an hour and it's 80 degrees basically, and it's humid. Then you've got a great hitting spot in Chicago and the White Sox. But I mean, look, you don't want to necessarily fully 5-man the White Sox, but they're super cheap. And Andrew Benintendi is hitting a home run every single day now, and he's 2,300 for hitting a home run every day. They just lowered his price from 29 to 27 to 23.
It's pretty amazing, really, what he's doing.
Yeah,
maybe so he's the Joey Votto of this year.
Yeah, right.
What happened to him, by the way?
I think he just retired. I'm not 100% sure. He was getting pretty up there.
Wait, he was that old, huh? Let me see.
What's going to start getting weird? Go ahead, Sheets. Sorry.
Did you watch any of the Olympics today?
I didn't really get to watch much of the Olympics. No, I woke up at like 3 a.m. with like a really bad fever, and
you got one of the fever ones? Oh, that sucks.
And I was drenched and I was freezing. So it was like, ugh. And then yeah, somehow it's hitting all parts of me, my stomach, my feet, my head, my sinuses. But I think it's starting to get a little better, knock on wood.
The other thing, again, I wanted to get back to is more Stake King stuff with everybody here. And I want to do the contest, like the subscriber contest and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
I want to get away from freaking just getting tilted about about projection uploads and stuff like that. I want to just get back to doing what I want to do. So now I'm going to Stake Kings. I'm doing all this stuff. Anything good in golf so far?
I did have like 5 or 6% Bo Hostler, who's a 0.5%.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I played Showdown 50 lineups. I played 150 in the classic slate. I didn't get a single lineup with him.
Yeah, I understand. I programmed it in to ask for 5%,
That was that was smart.
It was just I said all the 6K guys this week felt so similar to me that I felt like somebody was gonna, so he's one of the ones I had. Ben Coles was the other one I had.
I have Ben Coles in my 555.
He was my last decision in my 555. He's my second biggest behind because I ended up playing Carson Young, which was a mistake. But yeah, Coles had a good day.
Yeah, but better than freaking. I had Shane Lowry. He was terrible.
Yeah, he was really bad. And Billy Horschel's just going nuts now. So
is he really?
He's 6 under through 9.
Oh my god.
So
did you liked him?
Yeah, I ended up with a little bit above the field, but nothing special. My best thing is like so far Harmon's even, and I didn't play much Harmon. I didn't play much Lowry.
That's good.
I've got those things going for me, but I don't know what else really. I'm shocked by the ownerships for golf, by the way. I was completely blown away.
Oh, I'm not. Oh, I don't know if you saw it. We were pretty close, man. I don't know. There were only a couple of surprises for me.
It's very true but not from Wednesday afternoon, I swear, because I was looking at, some of the some of the guys I was considering, even like who was one of the big ones. Like I couldn't figure out who was going to get the ownership outside of Sung J M, and I still honestly don't really know. It's really like,
well, the big surprise was Cameron Young, actually.
Oh, Cam Young ended up getting a lot more. That he, of course, he's my highest owned player, which because I liked him to win the tournament, but I didn't think he'd be as high owned as he was.
No, that was the big surprise for me.
There was a couple other ones that I noticed that were, I couldn't remember. Oh, Ekro was more owned than I thought. Kitayama was less owned than I thought.
It's pretty funny that this time Ekro's more owned. It's like,
right. Well, I mean, it's still like 9%. I mean, it's not like he was really owned. It's just he was projected for nothing. Yeah, it's just I don't remember exactly what it was, but I definitely have a little bit of the COVID brain, which is why playing just 2 lineups is good for me tonight. You know?
No, we're gonna win tonight.
I know. We'll see.
You're a lock.
It's got to happen, right?
Batter's eye.
Oh, so I really like Toronto, and I really like the Boston and Houston sides of things. So those are
I would like Toronto earlier. Oh, and by the way, I didn't win everything, but it was pretty cool. I really stood by my process yesterday. I ended up with like a full-on anti-Yankees idea. With Tyler Anderson and the Angels. The rest of it didn't quite get there, but I got like 15th or something like that in that thing, which was
That's
good.
pretty sick, though.
Yeah, it's pretty. I mean, who really does that with playing only one lineup, right? In the 555.
Right. Well, I think that's the way you got to play those to take some weird chances, especially on those 5 gamers.
Yeah. All right. So what did I forget? So I put in the Mega 8s, the Ball 4, the battery. I'm not putting in the Power Rally for 5K for first rally cap. Upper Deck 3 entry max. That doesn't seem like only $10,000 full prize pool, so we're not doing that. That's the other cool thing about SaberSim here is I could remember what I played when I go to Stake Kings. So I did play I maxed out the $3.
Oh, on FanDuel.
In FanDuel. And I played the Monster. Is that 444 today or let me see. So again, MMA this week, really play at your own risk. I mean, it's a 10-game slate, and 10-game slates is like it's so difficult to get unique. And there's 2 ways to do it. Number one is you could say, you know what, I'm going to make the good plays and just accept the fact that I'm going to get duped and that's okay, Or you could be a freaking psychopath like me and just completely try to get the optimal by yourself, even though you're giving yourself very little chance to actually win. So that's what I'm doing. We'll see how it turns out.
Yeah. Wait, that's so the MMA with 10 fights. It's
10 fights is like a joke. It's like the equivalent of like it's like a showdown slate with, I don't know.
How many fights are there usually?
Like 13.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And there's so many more. And not only that, but there's like a free square. It's like Gordon Hayward at 3K. So it makes it completely impossible. I mean, it's a stupid thing to do, but I'm doing it anyway because whatever it is.
Hey,
and also the whatchamacallit is back. The NASCAR is back, both trucks and whatchamacallit and Cup Series. So make sure you follow Brandon for that stuff. So we did the squeeze. Let's do the rally.
Temming is asking if your projections are updated.
I think so.
Yep, I think so.
I don't know. No, they're not actually. They are not.
When was the last time? I've got it from.
Nope, they are not. I have to. You know what? Mine are not updated, and I do not want to get into why, but they are not.
That's okay.
All right,
the best we can right now, Temming.
I'll listen. I'll put them up, but you're not going to be able to access them through SaberSim. That's the only thing.
Are you sure? I mean, I see yours on SaberSim right now.
For FanDuel?
Oh, for FanDuel.
I'll put up the DraftKings. I need to do it. There's like 3 other files I have to download to get.
Don't worry about it. I was just asking. Exactly.
So 150 times the rally. I should be able to get it done. So it's only 624 right now. So wait, so the rally is done. Squeeze is done. I would put the upper decker in. Oh, I know how to do this right. Upper Decker. And then that's going to be how much? $100? $100. FanDuel is up. Yeah, I am going to update the projections for DraftKings, and those should be able to be done. Let's just see. MLB, select output directory. Okay. Let's see. Download. Any questions on there while this is going on?
No, nothing about this. Do you have a single entry dollar random one to run?
What?
That's Pingalore asking, I think, to run a single entry.
Unfortunately, you missed it. I did it. You know what I mean? I did it for all the things I did. I did the single entry stuff in here. So, yeah. Unfortunately,
it was part of it.
It was part of the chaos.
Part of the chaos, right?
It was part of the chaos.
Pete, you got to remind me the name of that show again. That's the other reason I knew.
A Wolf in Me.
A Wolf in Me.
Wolf like me. Wolf like me.
Okay, perfect.
Wolf like me. So this is what I have to do, just so you know. So this is a file that Goldie gave me that literally just has the slate IDs. Then I have to download this like separately. Otherwise, it's not going to show up on SaberSim. So let's see if we can't do this. This, and then I think I called it this. We're going to try it only because I have time and I'm particularly in a good mood. So let's see. MLB 8. And then DraftKings. So, okay. FanDuel, we're definitely not going to make it on the SaberSim, but DraftKings, I think we are. So let's just see in a second. I mean, this one's not Goldie. Goldie said that he just tweaked it, I think, to make me able to do FanDuel, but I haven't. I've literally been home for 10 minutes, so I haven't had a chance to look at it yet. So 1 second. All right, let's see. The suspense is terrible. Okay, go to worksheet. It should be all there. Let me see what the file looks like. And if it says slate ID on the right, then we can upload it. Yep, there it is. So here we go. Let's upload these to the site. And then to answer his question, yes, the projections have been updated. And then you got to give SaberSim another 10 minutes to actually display them, for reasons only other people know. Yeah. Okay, so first of all, the actual projections are now been pushed to the site. All right, so that's good. And we're just waiting on the DraftKings ones to populate the SaberSim. And just to kind of show you what that looks like, let me share this with you. For those of you that don't do it this way, I don't know. So first of all, the projections themselves go here to the projections page. And this, God willing, is also going to be upgraded very shortly. I know that our software guy, it's ready to go. And Goldie keeps saying, oh, we're going to push it. We're going to push it. I'm like, what's the wait? Let's just do it. So
we'll get a couple of snags when we try to do a couple of things. I know that, but I don't know. Overall, the plan is Tuesday.
All right. So, okay. So this is continuing to struggle, but this is it's going up here. Very, very shortly, we'll be able to see the projections. Maybe I shouldn't be showing everybody this. Wait, here it comes. All right, so let me just confirm the projections are updated, and then we'll look at SaberSim. So here are the entire look, and it looks as though they're updated, but it doesn't say have a timestamp, so we can't really confirm that.
There it is, the timestamp.
Oh, there it is. Times with 628. Okay, so these are the brand new projections. They are on the site now. And then what you can do is when these update to SaberSim, if you do have a SaberSim / membership. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry about this. Somebody had a question I knew you could answer, but I couldn't at the 12 o'clock thing. Somebody was asking me about the details of the trial thing. I had no idea. So I said, I'm sure someone can answer it for you.
It's $10.99 for anybody. If anybody, it's $10.99 for a 3-day trial, but it's the ultimate package. It's got every single option of the highest level of SaberSim, and then includes all of our stuff as well.
Yeah, so it's not updated yet, but this is where you'd find them. So you can come over here and like click on this thing, and where you could either take SaberSim's projections, or you could use Sheets' projections, or Goldie's projections, or an average of them all. And just to show you like why everybody shouldn't get in such a huff about this, look at the difference. Like Jack Flaherty, SaberSim 21.2, Sheets 21.53, Goldie 21.13. Okay, so it's really not that big of a deal.
Right. It really.
But let's just see. Let's see the ownership of Flaherty. Maybe that's a difference. So I have him at 33%. Goldie has him at 44. Okay, that's interesting. And SaberSim
43.
In the MME have him at 43. So I actually agree with you guys more. I think it's going to be higher also. I think it's going to be higher than my 33. I think it's closer to 40.
Yeah.
But that's just what I'm getting right now. And I can get back to setting my core and things like that. So this updates like once every 10 minutes or so. So at the very least, you could download my projections if you really need mine from the site, or if you want to wait, you could get them from
SaberSim.
right from SaberSim here. Let's see. I can't tell.
So Flaherty, yeah, you still have.
No. 21.5.
It's not updated yet quite, but
yeah. Okay. So we'll. So what's the name? Will be yeah, because I have them at 20.92. That's the way to remember this. Yeah. Anyway, that should be up in a minute, but I am going to get going. Lots of sports this weekend. I'm not going to be around too much. My son is actually moving into the city tomorrow, so we're moving him in. So I'm not going to be able to update too much, if in anything, tomorrow. I'll do something maybe before I leave, but everybody be patient with me. Not that you're not already. For projections for tomorrow's stuff. MMA projections are up. NASCAR stuff. What's his name? Cruz is going to be putting his stuff up. And worst case, I will definitely see y'all Sunday morning.
Sounds good, man. All right. Thanks a lot, guys.
And feel better.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate it, man.
All right. I'll talk to you later. Good luck, everybody.
Good luck, guys.